minimum wage was $5 an hour and the Red Sox finally broke the curse. As you graduate, opportunities abound. MMA is a sport and everyone is familiar with Venmo and COVID-19. Welcome to adulthood. Remember, where you see problems, look for solutions.
Welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2022. It is my honor to join everyone in attendance today and everyone tuning in virtually as we celebrate your academic and personal success. Today is a very special moment for you and your family, but after the extraordinary events of the last 2 years, this moment and the opportunity to celebrate all you've accomplished in person with your family and friends, classmates, teachers, and administrators takes on a whole new meaning. Graduation from high school is an important milestone, a milestone that leads directly to a successful future. I know your future will be bright. During your time in high school, you have proven that not only can you overcome the challenges of rigorous coursework and maintain a balance between your academics, extracurriculars, work, family, and other responsibilities, but that you can also navigate a global pandemic, remote and hybrid learning, and a host of other circumstances that make you truly prepared to overcome any obstacle in your path. With the help of your parents, family members, teachers, and friends, you have met those challenges, and in doing so, you have learned one of life's most valuable lessons, that the key to success often lies in our ability to help and support one another. As you are recognized today for your achievements, I encourage you to take the time to thank those who helped you get here. Whether you are entering the workforce, the military, or an institution of higher learning, I am confident that you are prepared for the world which awaits you, one that might be different than the one you imagined, but also one that eagerly awaits your valuable contributions. Whatever course your future takes, it is my sincere hope that you will look back on your years in Chesapeake Public Schools fondly and with pride. Congratulations, class of 2022. We are so proud of you.
Thank you. You may be seated. The administration, faculty, and staff of Hickory High School are pleased to welcome you to the 2022 commencement ceremony. We are thrilled that you are here to help us celebrate such a special and joyous occasion. At this time, I'd like to welcome Ms. Julie Freeman to the podium.
Good morning and welcome. Representing the senior class is a young man who plans to continue his family's military tradition. During his time at Hickory, he has demonstrated his hard work and responsibility in taking 7 honors courses and 1 advanced placement course, maintaining a part-time job, and competing with the Hickory swim team. The son of United States Navy Captain Leslie and Kimberly Hare, Logan Hare has continued his father's legacy of service by enlisting with the United States Marine Corps, and he plans to earn a degree in business while serving in the Marines. Please welcome a member of the class of 2022, Logan Christopher Hare, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand as you are able as we join in honoring our country and those serving for our freedom during the Pledge of Allegiance and the playing of the national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for our national anthem, performed by Hickory Senior, Ms. Lauren Ipock, who will be attending Tidewater Community College in the fall and will transfer to a 4-year university to study sports, media, and music.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's regain above's proceeded air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please welcome Mr. Brian Porter.
Please be seated. Our salutatorian has excelled as a student athlete. Academically, he took 12 advanced placement courses and many honors classes, ultimately achieving a 5.15 grade point average. During his Hickory career, he participated in the National Honor Society and was a standout member of the Hickory swim team. He was a Region 5A champion in the 200 individual medley and is part of the 400-meter free relay team, as well as runner-up in the 200-meter relay. At the VHSL state swim competition, he qualified in 4 events. A dedicated swimmer, this young man devotes much of his time outside of school to the Old Dominion Aquatic Club, where he both competes and volunteers. He has been recognized as a male athlete with the highest GPA both his junior and senior years, twice awarded the Woodley J. Kuntz Academic Excellence Award, and presented with the United States Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award. In the fall, this student will matriculate to the Washington and Lee University to swim collegiately and pursue a law career. Please welcome the salutatorian of the class of 2022, Jackson Thomas Hall.
Administrators, distinguished guests, teachers, parents, friends, and fellow graduates, welcome to the commencement ceremony of Hickory High School's class of 2022. It is with great honor that we introduce our distinguished guests who are here today in celebration of our academic excellence. I ask those being recognized to stand as your name is called and remain standing until everyone in your group has been recognized. Please hold your applause until the entire group is introduced. Joining us from the Chesapeake City School Board is Honorable Mr. Harry A. Murphy, Chairman. Honorable Mr. Thomas L. Mercer, Sr., Vice Chairman. Along with board members, Honorable Mrs. Colleen C. Leary, Honorable Mrs. Angie Swigert, Honorable Mr. Louis J. Tayon, Jr. Also with us today is Chesapeake Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Jared A. Cotton. Members of the Superintendent's Cabinet are also joining us. Will you please stand to be recognized? Today is a day we thought would never come, the day our lives changed forever. We all remember what it was like being in grade school and thinking we had all the time in the world before we'd finally graduate. But time has flown, and here we are. This ceremony marks the end of an era, our childhood. But when we leave this arena today, we will leave as high school graduates, a milestone that translates essentially into entering adulthood. What an accomplishment. Take a second to look around and really let it sink in. I'm sure you, like me, are feeling a lot of different emotions right now, so I'm going to share with you a piece of advice that I live by, attributed to Tracy McMillan. Everything works out in the end, and if it hasn't worked out yet, then it's not the end. Today may represent the conclusion of high school, but our lives are just beginning. And from here on out, it is up to us to become the people we want to be. Congratulations, class of 2022, we did it. Please welcome Miss Alvera Coles.
Our senior class president is not only a student leader, but also an impressive student athlete. She has taken 11 AP courses, along with several honors classes. This young woman has received the VHSL Academic Excellence Award all of her years at Hickory. She has played soccer all 4 years and is also lettered in field hockey and indoor track. Additionally, she has served Hickory through participation in the National Honor Society, the SCA, the Spanish Honor Society, and student ambassadors. Outside of school, she volunteers with her church's Vacation Bible School. She is heading to Virginia Tech in the fall with hopes of achieving a degree in either aerospace engineering or astrophysics. Please welcome the president of the class of 2022, Ms. Olivia Josephine Trotter.
Good morning and welcome family, friends, faculty, staff, and especially graduates of the class of 2022. I would like to begin by congratulating my classmates for reaching this milestone, as we have completed a very important chapter in our lives. But I do believe that it's important to recollect the first page of our story together. The summer before freshman year, most of us attended the freshman orientation, First Flight, where we toured the school and even got to try on the cap and gown that we're wearing this very day. It was also overwhelming. How would we be able to survive without lockers, sit through 90-minute class periods, or even find our way around school? But our first year of high school was filled with memories, like High School Musical Spirit Day, which helped us realize that high school was nothing like what Disney Channel told us it would be. A memorable first homecoming dance, and pep rallies that made us proud to be Hawks. Turning the pages, sophomore and junior year handed us unexpected challenges. However, through new mediums of learning, disrupted extracurricular activities, and what seemed like an unconventional high school experience, clearly, as we were all sitting here with funny square hats, we got through it together and rallied for the denouement. We made it to the last chapter, our senior year. The class of 2022 helped bring Hickory High School back to life with an incredible year full of memories like our senior social, where we were able to genuinely talk to our classmates during dinner and listen to 22 by Taylor Swift about 22 too many times. Or Spirit Weeks that had our halls crowded with ingenious outfits and flooded with impatient excitement for the upcoming football game. Or maybe even just our graduation practice, where we gathered for our final day together, all in one room, ready to put on our cap and gowns one last time before we parted ways. A special thank you to our senior sponsors, Mrs. Eileen Mooring and Mrs. Jessica Stedman, as well as my fellow officers and delegates for all of their hard work planning and pulling off these special events for us. Without you, we would have none of these special moments. As we are gathered here together, on the last page of the last chapter, I think it's safe to say that Hickory was nothing like East High or Rodale, or maybe even any other school in this area. Yes, we had cafeteria karaoke, where we were able to showcase our hidden talents that maybe should have stayed hidden. And yes, we battled the after-school traffic, where we would sit in our cars, gasping for air after sprinting out of the school, as we crossed our fingers in hopes of not being stopped by Mr. Hardison. But most importantly, we created bonds that will last a lifetime, and we succeeded academically, which will allow us to soar so far into the future. We demonstrated that to be a Hawk is to be resilient and innovative, and we've set a high bar for what flying fearlessly looks like for the generations that will succeed us. Speaking of our legacy, on behalf of Hickory's class of 2022, I'm proud to announce that we will be donating our remaining class funds towards Hickory's future cafeteria renovation. I hope the classes we've influenced both personally and indirectly will continue Hickory's tradition of determination and resilience. With that, we are ready to close this book and start writing the sequel. Let's make it a bestseller. Thank you. Please welcome Mrs. Julianne Freeman.
Greetings to all of our guests today, and good morning to our graduates. Seniors, at this time, if you were offered a scholarship or monetary award for the upcoming year, please stand at this time. I am excited to announce that our scholarship totals and special awards amount for the class of 2022 is an impressive $5,220,670. Way to go, Hawks! You may be seated. Next, our student council president is an impressive student leader with a heart for service. She has taken 6 AP courses and numerous honors courses in her years at Hickory. She has served in several roles in student council, including historian and vice president. She was honored by the National Student Council in 2020 for her hard work during the pandemic. She even presented at the 2021 National Student Council Convention. She's also served on the Virginia Student Council Advisory Board as the committee chair and social media committee member. She's also been a member of the Photography Club, the National Honor Society, the National English Honor Society, and the Student to Student program. In the fall, she plans to attend Sarah Lawrence College to earn a liberal arts degree, focusing on history and English, with the goal of enrolling in graduate school after earning her bachelor's degree. Please welcome our Student Council President, Ms. Serena Quinn Kalman.
I measured time in class in odd ways throughout my schooling career. 45 minutes became 3 15-minute intervals, and one day became 4 blocks. As the intervals towards graduation began to grow smaller, I realized how thankful I am for the people around me that inspired me, taught me, laughed with me, and helped me pass the time. It has not only been the people within the school who have supported us. Support systems at home have packed lunches, studied with us, chauffeured us, or simply offered the kitchen table for homework. We spent part of our 4 years at home and would not have been able to do so without the foundation that held us steady. The bus drivers got us to and from school every day, rain or shine. Thank you for getting us where we needed to be safely and punctually. Hickory's security team members are the first faces anyone sees when they come into our school. They greet our visitors and us with a friendly smile. Thank you for helping us feel safe in our nest. The Fine Arts Department gave students a creative outlet. You encouraged us to sing, play, and create no matter how many obstacles stood in the way. Thank you for being dedicated to ensuring our show went on. Club sponsors, thank you for going the extra mile so that every student at Hickory has an equal opportunity to be involved. Athletic coaches, thank you for tirelessly working to manage the changing restrictions. Your efforts to give every student athlete a season did not go unnoticed. The custodial staff cleaned up every mess we made and gave students the chance to start new and fresh every single morning. Thank you. The cafeteria staff fed us breakfast and lunch every day. We are thankful and well fed because of you. The intervals are now disappearing, and there are just 2 more speakers before our names are called and our diplomas are received. So I shall leave you with one last thank you. To everyone who believed in, supported, and encouraged us, you are why the class of 2022 is successful. We seniors can't promise to remember every second of every course when we reminisce in later years. But we can promise that we will remember every staff member that showed us grace, love, and kindness. Thank you. Please welcome Mr. Stephen Carter.
Serena, thank you for the introduction and also for not mentioning my high school GPA. The 2022 valedictorian is a remarkable scholar, leader, and student athlete. During her high school career, she served as Scholastic Bowl captain and a pivotal member of the tennis team. Additionally, her peers elected her as the head student ambassador, senior class vice president, and an officer in both National Honor Society and Mu Alpha Theta. She is a National Merit Scholar finalist and an AP Scholar with Distinction, and she was honored by the Virginia Pilot Scholastic Achievement Recognition Program. She also was presented with the Princeton Book Award and the United States Marine Corps' Scholastic Excellence Award. She completed 13 advanced placement courses and numerous honor courses, earning an astonishing 5.25 GPA. Additionally, she will finish the TCC Dual Enrollment Pathway program this summer, earning her associate's degree in social sciences. Outside of school, she remains devoted to the Virginia Children's Choir, of which she has been a member since the 5th grade. In the fall, our valedictorian plans to attend the University of Virginia as an Eccles Scholar, an honor program for the top 5% of UVA's incoming class, where she will pursue a career in medicine. Please welcome the valedictorian of the class of 2022, Sarah Elizabeth Petchel.
Good morning, and thank you, Mr. Carter, for the kind introduction. Today is the very last time that all of us will be together in the same room as a class. And although I might be a little bit biased, I think that our class of 2022 is pretty special. We showcased our creativity during one of my favorite days of high school ever, anything but a backpack day. I walked into school that day expecting to see some tote bags or maybe a picnic basket. I never imagined the kayaks, coolers, bassinets, and bicycles students push throughout our hallways. This is a fun example, but that same creativity will enable future electricians to integrate green energy into our infrastructure and our future military service members to create cutting-edge strategies to defend our country. Our generation has momentous challenges to tackle, and we are prepared to innovate. Also, we learned resilience. From the start of high school, when we had never even heard of virtual schooling, to our senior year where we thought nothing of a hybrid week. We certainly have been an adaptable class, and our somewhat fragmented high school experience only helped us to appreciate our togetherness even more. But the truth of the matter is, Our world is rapidly changing, and what the future will look like is largely unknown. The resilience we have built will empower us to adapt and persist through whatever challenges we will encounter. Be they personal, professional, social and political, or scientific, we know we can do hard things. We can face difficult situations with determination and not turn away until we get the job done. Finally, when I was working on this speech and reflecting on our past 4 years, what I thought about most was not my academic experience. It was the relationships I formed with people. Whether it was FaceTiming when we couldn't see each other in person or cheering each other on at sporting events, our class formed a close bond. We always participated in spirit days, and sometimes we even let each other out of the parking lot. For that reason, today is bittersweet, but those memories will always be with us. And I urge us to not only to keep the bonds we have now, but let them be a lesson that informs our futures. At the end of the day, what really matters is how we affect other people's lives and how they affect ours. As we move forward, I hope we keep the connections that we have today, and I also hope we cherish and value each new relationship that we make. Because when we look back at our lives many years from now, I believe that is what we will value most. Creativity, resilience, and connections. There is beauty in how they will shape and strengthen each of our stories moving forward, but all in different ways. So, even though we will travel on various paths and face distinct challenges, we have all changed for the better because of how we have grown individually and together. Congratulations, class of 2022. It is now my privilege to introduce our principal, Dr. Donna H. Weingand.
Thank you, Sarah. At this time, I'd like to make a special diploma presentation in honor of a young woman who was a member of the class of 2022 who is not able to be here with us today. Sky Lightfoot lost her battle with cancer on August 28, 2020. She was a lover of animals, horseback riding, and Harry Potter, and dreamed of one day becoming a therapy dog trainer. She was loved by many at Hickory High School and was an active member of our Relay for Life team. She had an amazing spirit, and we are so proud to have her parents and family here to accept her diploma on her behalf. The senior class and staff are wearing yellow ribbons today in honor of Sky and childhood cancers. All of our prayers go to her family and friends. At this time, we ask that you please join us in a moment of silence.
Thank you. Sky Lynn Lightfoot.
Thank you. Hang in there, guys. We're almost to the fun part. Good morning to all of you, special guests, educators, parents, siblings, extended family, and friends. I'm Donna Weingand, the proud principal of Hickory High School, and words cannot convey just how elated and honored I am to stand before you today to celebrate your amazing accomplishments. This particular graduation ceremony is an incredibly special one, as the students seated before me have weathered a 2-year storm of sorts, juggling the very cumbersome spinning plates of school closure, virtual learning, new technologies, hybrid learning, and everything in between. I also want to say that while a graduation ceremony celebrates those achievements that culminate at the end of your senior year, we are truly celebrating the tremendous growth you have demonstrated over your entire high school career. My guess is that most of you have forgotten the range of emotions you felt on your first day of freshman year. You probably remember your first flight experience at Hickory High School, your first homecoming game, your first Spirit Week, and all of the fun things that come with beginning life in high school. I'm sure, though, that over the last 4 years, you've likely replaced the memories of your very first day of high school with much more recent memories and experiences. I would also venture to guess that the majority of the parents in attendance today haven't forgotten their child's first day of grade school, much less their first day of high school. Parents, I'm sure you posted plenty of pictures of your baby's first day of high school. On the outside, you were smiling and proud and encouraging, but on the inside, you were thinking, am I even old enough to have a child in high school? Will they find their classes? Will they be received with warmth and kindness? The truth is, parents, and I know this as an experienced mama of 2 Chesapeake graduates and 1 more who will graduate in this same room in about 2 hours, you are likely going to feel those same emotions once again when your children transition into the next chapter of college, career, or military in just a few months. Mamas and daddies, your children, and now almost adults, eventually won't remember their first day of high school. But what they will certainly know without a doubt is that they were loved and supported not only by you, but also by this stellar group of educators in attendance today, every step along the way. Class of 22, in the few minutes I have with you today, I want to look you in the eye and simply say, wow. In my 26 years as an educator, I have had the privilege of crossing paths with thousands of students. But today, I can say with absolute certainty that the class of 2022 is the most resilient. As a class, you have continued to push forward, and you have been a part of so many positive, thoughtful, heartwarming experiences in our return to school this year. Here are just a few that I'd like to highlight. In a class of 415 seniors, 316 of you are graduating with a grade point average of 3.0 or higher. That is a whopping 76% of your class. And 147 of you, which is 35% of your class, are graduating with a grade point average of 4.0 or higher. In addition to your academic successes, the class of 22 has always been a part of an outstanding athletic program at Hickory High School. Our competition cheerleaders were regional champions, girls cross country and girls volleyball were Southeastern District champions, and football qualified for their first playoff appearance in Hickory High School history. Our girls and boys swim teams were regional champions. Our girls indoor track team were regional runners-up. Baseball, boys soccer, and girls tennis were all state tournament qualifiers. Boys tennis were district champions. Boys and girls track were regional runners-up. And our softball ladies were VHSL Class 5 state runners-up just this past weekend. And on top of your academic and your athletic prosperity, you linked arms in supporting numerous school and community projects and events, to include collecting items and filling backpacks for CPS Title I schools, collecting Halloween costumes to donate to students in need, linking arms with Grassfield High School to donate funds to CHKD, participating in a fall campus cleanup, a great homecoming, donating and delivering Christmas gifts to local families, holding a Random Acts of Kindness week, reading to feeder elementary schools, senior social, prom, and so much more. Seniors, what a year it has been. To say it has been challenging is an understatement. Returning to face-to-face learning 5 days a week was difficult for all of us. But do you want to know something? Research tells us that it is not natural to keep moving in the face of unnatural resistance and adversity. But you did. In fact, it's not natural to want to navigate against life's challenges, but you persevered. When you're a leader, because that's what you are constantly met with resistance. But I'd say as a class, you've definitely met resistance over the last few years. And what I know for sure is who I see seated before me is a class of leaders, trailblazers, and pioneers. Seniors, as leaders going out into the world with this unique set of experiences behind you, I have this advice. Be committed to living a bold life. This means whenever you have the chance, always be better. When things get tough, always be stronger. In your relationships with each other each day, always choose to be kinder. When you have decisions to make, remember to choose wisely. And most importantly, each and every day, always be thankful. And it is in this spirit of thankfulness that I would like to close this morning. Students, I'd like for you to take a moment and consider all of the special people in your life. And I know, if you're like me, you are fortunate to have many of them. I want you to think of one person who you are truly grateful for, and one who has helped you through the last 4 years. One who has been there to encourage you, talk you off the ledge, give you advice, push you. Do you have that person in your mind right now? Hold them there for a moment, picture their face. In just a few moments, you will walk out of here as graduates of Hickory High School, and as you process out of the venue today, you will each receive a flower. I want you to give that flower to your person today as a thank you. That person might be a parent, a grandparent, a teacher, a counselor, a sibling, a friend, a partner. Give them that flower today in the spirit of thankfulness. Tell them thank you for their role in your success today. Because the greatest good we do in this world is the good we do for one another. Seniors, please know that you are worthy, you are loved, and you are brilliant. We are very proud of you. Congratulations. Guests, as we celebrate the 27th graduating class of Hickory High School, please note that many of our graduates today are receiving special recognition as honor graduates and members of the National Honor Society. Their names are denoted as such in the graduation program. Additionally, our honor graduates with a grade point average of 3.0 or higher are donning white tassels and an honor cord. Those students who are members of the National Honor Society have a National Honor Society patch on their white stole. Finally, those students who have maintained a 4.0 or higher GPA are wearing a 4.0 medal in addition to honor regalia. In keeping an atmosphere befitting with this graduation ceremony, we respectfully ask that you show your appreciation for your graduate with brief applause to allow the next graduate's name to be heard by his or her family and friends. At this time, I welcome Ms. Alveria Coles to read the names of Hickory High School's diploma candidates.
Sarah Abigail Abbott. Malia Lily Adcock. John Denver Allen Aguirre III. Favor Uluwabamise Alatise. Elisha Jaleel Alexander. Garen Thomas Alexander. Jawad Adel Alharbi. Alexander Michael Aliberti. Kai Kobe Ali. Seth Jordan Almodovar Saunders. Renee Callahan Alova. Kylie Nicole Anderson. Quincy Paige Anderson. Trevor Quinn Anderson. Ryan Joseph Andrus. Gavin James Aruda. James Tanner Artman. Trayvon Alexander Avery. Nathaniel Frederick Babcock. Nakira Talijah Bailey. Matthew David Baldwin. Erin Elizabeth Ballets. Marjorie Jo Ballets. Eric Russell Barber. Chelsea Abigail Barrett. Owen Christopher Belfield. Kyle Eugene Bell. Noah Michael Bimcomo. Mason Alexander Berdesio. Jude Isaac Black. Bo Dorian Black-Charpentier. Alexa Elizabeth Blaskey. Morgan Ashley Blinden. Matthew Ryan Bohannon. Alexa Gabriela Bonilla. Stephanie Elizabeth Booker. Eli Thomas Boone. Isabella Joy Borup. Ryan Michael Boyce. Anthony Gary Bradshaw. Ariana Gabrielle Bradshaw. Samuel Eugene Brady. Samuel Allen Brastis. Ronan Grayson Breckenridge. Lindsay Marie Britch. Jenna Marie Brinkley. Bailey Nicole Marie Brooks. Nicholas David Brogger. Amaya Monique Brown. Andon Michael Brown. Chandler Janelle Gramada Brown. Faith Isabel Brown. Isabella Ann Brown. Lily Grace Brown. Sophia Ann Linda Brown. Alyssa Renee Bunton. Taylor Marie Burnett. Matthew Jacob Kalari. Thomas Joshua Kalari. Luke Matthew Canaway. Michaela Dehania Kapati. Waylon John Carlson. James Jeremiah Carter. Jeff Chin. Taylor Marie Chisler. Belden Keita Clark. Brianna Nicole Clary. Benjamin James Clements. Delaney Reagan Clements. Christian Hunter Cobb. Rebecca Dawn Cole. Matthew Jacob Collier. Paige Christina L. Colonna. Grace Maggie Connor. Malin Francis Corbett. Carly Miller Carini. Shanna Nicole Cohenauer. Kendall Claire Coulter. Justin William Creekmore. Joe Jensen Mendens Crimmins. Parker Elizabeth Crow. Carlos Esteban Cruz. Ellie Madeline Cullison. Jenna Evelyn Cumston. Kaylin Marie Cumston. Ryan Patrick Curley. Adele Glory Lillian Daniels. Coda Braxton Davenport. Andrew Michael Davis. Garrett Richard Denham. Megan Soleil DeWeese. Edward Xavier Diaz. Emily Grace Dickman. Miriam Dykstra. Alicia Corinne Dimitri. Caitlin Marie Doney. Darren Hayes Dorsman. Alexis Nicole Dorch. Miranda Nicole Dowdy. Cody Alexander Dugnowski. Samantha Dudley. Brandon Michael Dunnigan. Samuel Everett Ellison. Sandra Maria Emery. Jolie Ellen Napoleon Irwin. Thomas Garrett Evering. Austin Blair Farley. Evan Ray Faulkner. Ariana Sky Ferguson. Anthony David Figueroa. Hunter James Fitzpatrick. Christian Taylor Flynn. Dylan Michael Foster. Trevor Scott Foster. Victoria Rain Fox. Tyler James Foy. Connor Ellis Franks. Summer Lee Franks. Bailey Carlin Frugard. Tannen Bray Frugard. Mackenzie Rain Fry. Zachary Tyler Funk. Hunter Andrew Gallagher. Annalie Marie Garcia. Chandler Lewis Garcia. Joseph Bennett Jinko. Ava Ann Geese. Olivia Marie Giant. Genevieve Pessoa Glasser. Ian Riley Gollop. Caitlin Marie Gonzalez. Keith Gorby. Savannah Grace Gosman. Paige Carol Gray. Devin Joseph Green. Kahari Kanata Griffin. Johanna Marie Brutendorst. Parker Ryan Gross. Charlotte Grace Hadley. Logan Christopher Hare. Haley Aspen Hall. Jackson Thomas Hall. Jordan Russell Hall. Zoe Maria Haynes. Mary Joy Harding. Cameron Page Harness. Caroline Grace Harrell. Sydney Ann Harrison. Blake Marshall Hash. Excuse me, Blake Marshall Hash. Thank you. Ezra Timothy Hatch. Colin Patrick Hawk. Carson Hayes Heath. Kylie Page Heath. Anthony Herrera. Asia Lynn Hill. Alexander Scott Hintz. Rebecca Ann Hirschman. Vincent Evan Linowski. Colby Copeland Hobbs. Peyton Ann Hodge. Olivia Morgan Hodges. Hunter Christian Hogwood. Rose Ann Hopwood. Emily Jean Hoskins. James Jurek Ranowski. Morgan Elizabeth Hubel. Cooper O'Neill Hudgens. Cassidy Noel Hudson. Courtney Lynn Hughes. Vivian Gale Hughes. Elizabeth Grace Hughley. Baron Tate Hunter. Mallory Megan Hurst. Elizabeth Haley Ames. Taylor Teresa Inman. Lauren Grace Ipot. Donald John Jaggett. Ethan David Jeffers. Kaylani Lynn Jerome. Lindsay Catherine Johnson. Aiden James Jones. Jeremiah Hunter Jones. Mackenzie Lee Jones. Morgan Caroline Jones. Zoe Isabel Jones. Kayla Lynn Jones Stewart. Serena Quinn Kalman. Raymond Raleigh Call. Daniel Jack Kennedy. Jessica Ann Kennedy. Isabella Marie Kerger. Abby Michelle Kushaba. Hannah Marie Killen. Aiden Thomas Kimmener. Jake Matthew Kinney. Shannon Casey Kuiper. Brett Daniel Kurt. Isaiah Benjamin Knight. Caitlin Elizabeth Kohler. Shelby Marie Koshek. Owen Lainez. Christopher James Lane. Caleb Austin Layton. Keone Makoa Liao. Michaela Aaron Letty. Shane Thomas Letty. Paul Green Lee. Courtney Nicole Letson. Emma Elizabeth Levin. Charlie Cleophas Lewis. Jaquan DeAndre Lewis. Terry Lynn Lewis. Jalen Sky Limcalco. Justin Liu. Robert Charles Loper. Imari Frank Lopez. Emma Grace Lotman. Ryan Alexis Love. Tom Wyatt Lowe. Isabella Victoria Lucas. Aiden David Lundberg. Jessica Lee McDonald. Millie Marie Mack. Robert Ernest Mackey, Jr. Lindsay Ray McPherson. Emmanuel Joseph Malpaya. Madison Elizabeth Mannix. Ava Claire Marchetti. Elena Isabel Martinez. Parker Elliott Mays. Reese Tyler McAtee. Connor Patrick McCarthy. Ethan Tyler McCrary. Connor Joseph McGrath. Sophia Ellen McLarnon. Keegan Hall McGarrow. Zachary Hall McGarrow. Jonathan Chase Melton. Nash Leroy Minden. Jessica Ann Mahalski. Connor Dylan Miklos. Michael Chase Midget. Joseph Robert Midkiff. Jennifer Elizabeth Mintz. Emma Mercedes Mitchell. Jonathan Heath Mobley. Jenna Zawadi Naboke McGinney. Anthony James Moore. Jack Christopher Marino. Colin Lane Morgan. Ale Morrow. Allison Elizabeth Monday. Joshua Gabriel Myers. Heather Joe Nadeau. Allison Close Naparella. Dallin Jean Nelson. Tyler Logan Nelson. Cooper Saxton Newell. Jason Thomas Nienaber. Chase Sutherland Nilsson. Tegan Sebastian Nodine. Alexis Jillian Norco. Audrey Elizabeth Oliash. Haley J. O'Neill. Ross Lynn Aporto. Devin Christopher Ostellano. Gavin Eric Page. Devin Mark Parfit. Alexandra Rosemarie Pargo. Luke David Paris. Victoria Isabella Parker. Logan Kane Parkinson. Carter Corbett Davidson Perino. Dina Jatin Kumar Patel. Madison Abigail Paxton. Kate Alexandra Pearson. Emma Lee Pereira. Braden Christopher Perez. Savario Parada. Haley Jean Perry. Sophia Michelle Perry. Sarah Elizabeth Petchel. Landon Thomas Petrie. Kenneth Edward Petro. Erica Kathleen Pfeiffer. Elijah Lee Platts. Justin Taylor Polanski. Mark Douglas Popejoy. Kimberly Rhonda Potter. Miranda Elizabeth Potts. Jalen Larissa Pridgeon. Haley May Pewter. Lauren Avery Prue. Constantino Mason Quinn. William Gerald Quinn. Fernando Angelo Colombo Quinola. Sydney Kate Rader. Alana Marie Nicole Ramirez. Nathan Lewis Rano. Adriana Marie Rigo. Miguel Angel Reyes Nakasone. Paige Annette Reynolds. Haley Marie Richardson. Kate Ashlyn Ritter. Jacob Ryan Roberts. Caleb Jarmon Roberts. Kayla Alana Rogan. Cody James Rogan. Connor James Rooney. Gage Michael Rose. Cole Jamison Rosenberg. Madison Victoria Rosenkrantz. Morgan Elizabeth Rosenkrantz. Nicholas Scott Rosenthal. Kylie Brooke Rosenwald. Gareth Aiden Ryder. Nicholas Anthony San Antone. Luke Jacob Sanders. Ian Michael Sanguine. Andrew Evans Satterfield. Alexander Gregory Satz. Nevea Marie Schaefer. Grant Brummagem Schindler. Angelina Amelia Scotis. Killian Nicholas Scott. Bryson Cole Siebold. Jeremy Paul Seamster. Logan Michael Seamster. Matthew Ryan Seamster. Bradford Mark Seary. Emma Kathleen Siegel. Logan Connor Sheeler. Olivia Jewel Ann Shepard. Scott Alexander Shively. Cody Anthony Shockey. Benjamin James Schaup. Spencer Lee Sigmund. Cameron Desiree Sixay. Lauren Marie Sims. Haley Morgan Simpson. Sophia Grace Slater. Taylor Chase Smollicum. Amber Brianne Smith. Jacob Nathaniel Smith. James Wayne Spencer. Karishma Navita Marie Springer. Paris Rain Stansel. Brandon Tyler Stanley. Dylan Cole Staples. Madeline Ann Steimer. Robert Odell Stevens. Brandon Lamont Steele. Sophia Ann Stites. Kenneth William Stewart. Caitlin Nicole Sullivan. Andrew Thomas Summerlin. Sydney Rose Sumption. To be Sydney Ray Sumption. Connor Ryan Sutton. Hannah Lee Sutton. Hannah Grace Tanega. Mackenzie Cole Tate. Trinity Ann Tate. Ashton Shaw Timmy. Connor Hatfield Thomas. Andrew William Thompson. Faith Nicole Thompson. Christian John Talarius. Katarina Alina Torres. Jackson Thomas Tortone. Peyton Richard Tranberger. Gabriel Esquivel Trinidad. Alan Michael Trincala. Olivia Josephine Trotter. Jessica Marie Tucker. Daniel Harold Van Avery. Gabriella Grace Van Borgendine. Philip David Van Essendelf. Craig Joseph Van Hevelingen. Abigail Elizabeth Vandenboss. Alexander James Fargo. Andrea Alexander Velos. Katie Marie Verrett. Laura Ariel Virginia. Vincent Frederick Vizaraga. Jasmine LeRae Walker. Hunter Elijah Waller. Brandon Matthew Walsh. Connor Allen Walters. Noah Marion Warren. Emily Leanne Watrous. Morgan Renee Watrous. Gabriella Mariana Watton. Sahara Monet Weeks. Karen Grace Waring. Isabel Claire Weber. Emily Loretta Irene Weimer. Carly Alexis Wirtz. Selena Mary West. Molly Catherine Westerman. Hope Elizabeth Whitaker. Beatrice Joy White. James Anthony White. Mackenzie Abigail Wicker. Olivia Grace Wilkinson. Evelyn Joy Will. Janae Diana Williams. Zane Wesley Williams. Jacob Alexander Wilson. Emily Corrine Wizard. Gabriel Jackson Woods. Ashley Noel Wright. Joshua Edward Wright. Dave Shue. Carson Marie Yoder. Drew Anthony Sanning. Richard Andrew Zimmer. Zachary Bryce Zimmerman.
Nice job, Valeria. Thank you. Class of 2022, please stand. We have a couple things to do. By the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Chesapeake School Board, I pronounce you graduates of Hickory High School. Hey, remember that time in graduation practice when I said you're not supposed to throw your cap?
Some rules are meant to be broken.
At this time, please remain standing as your SCA and senior class presidents, Serena and Olivia, join me at the podium to lead your class in the changing of the tassel from right to left.
If you have your cap still. Okay. Scoot in.
What are we doing?
Ready? One way down. Find the tassel.
Class of 2022, if you still have your cap. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Thank you, ladies. Have a hug.
We did it.
You did it. All right. I ask that you remain standing for Hickory High School's alma mater, performed by Hickory seniors Lauren Ipock, Phoenix Harrell, and Ross Laporto.
Singing we do implore, Hickory High School evermore, with teal, gray, black, and white. Hickory High School, show your might. Our alma mater, God, with spirit and with pride, where mighty hawks do soar, mighty hawks forevermore.
Parents, families, and friends, I am thrilled to introduce you to the class of 2022. You are now officially alumni of Hickory High School. May you continue to soar. Students, parents, and special guests, please remain standing for the recessional.